over 90 years, Yetter Farm Equipment's innovative products have been improving farming operations. Visit yetterco.com to learn more.
Earlier, just give us the harvest season recap to this point, how it's gone for your customers and you guys here at Sloan.
Yeah, so for customers, it was positive. Customers that had early planted corn were very pleased. Had more bushels than they expected. Beans were kind of mixed, but overall customers were very happy. And just the biggest thing was the cooperation with the weather. We didn't have nearly the panics, where we were getting ready to have 4 or 5 inch rain events. And other than just the hurricane rain, we had a really favorable fall harvest in terms of weather. We didn't have, seemed like we just had weeks at a time. The forecast was sun. So customers were able to work at, I'd say, maybe a little bit less frantic pace in some of their harvests.
And how rewarding is it for you to see, your customers have a successful harvest season?
Oh, it's great because, like I was saying too, in the previous one, it was great. The one time I was out with my customer, his son was there, his grandsons were there, riding along. It was just really neat to see the family event. So it's just neat, just when you hear customers doing well and you start to see some of these younger generations, you start to see the kids, the 2 and 3 year olds riding along with their dads and moms, in the buddy seats. It just kind of think, gosh, it's nice when they have a successful harvest, kind of hoping that the next generations are going to have an opportunity to farm as well, if they choose to. So yeah, it's just a really good thing, because there's so many, meetings that go in throughout the year, trying to get things serviced, and then at the end of the year to see the harvest wrap up and see the customers being very successful. It feels good to think that we are a big part of helping them with that success.
And then also, as we were talking about earlier, your first harvest season under the Sloan Implement umbrella, you mentioned how you're handing out the AMS support team stickers and all that. Can you kind of dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, so customers are very happy to have that. So we have, 2 full-time AMS technicians here. So sometimes, when everybody's starting, it's hard for them to get around and be timely with all of them. So customers were very happy, before harvest. They were going around, like if we had a combine or tractor in here for service, we were putting the stickers in the window for them with the Sloan's support, the free hotline for customers to call. And I know a lot of customers are very happy. Just simple things that, gosh, I haven't been in the combine in 12 months. What does this button do again? How do I set this? And then the other thing that we had along with that too, where people are calling in sometimes on just how to set the combines. So it was nice having that as an additional resource, which we didn't have previous years. So customers said it helped them be a lot more timely. They were able to get that response immediately instead of sometimes having to wait a little bit. Obviously our guys here do a wonderful job, but when there's 2 of them and we have all the customers starting, it's hard for them to stay caught up.
And then how much focus are you guys putting on gathering feedback from customers as harvest wraps up?
So yeah, so that's a big thing right now that we're doing is, with this being our first year under Sloan's is, getting around seeing customers, and, how was this fall for you? What did you think about our service? What did you think about parts availability? Were there any other concerns that you had, tech support, just, wanting to hear, what's your feedback? And, we like to hear, if there's things that you thought we could have done better. We really want to know that because we want to be able to address that and, improve that for you next year.